Firewalls too. It's been a couple of days. Got all the companions, because I missed Tristan for like ages. And the rifts are gone sicko mode, gonna kill everyone. So we need to get a thing to help close the rifts from a place. And then we also need to get to a place called the Archive to decrypt an old Earth message that we got regarding the rifts that could help us save the day. But to do that, we need help, potentially from one of the two other factions to fight against the Protectorate. I'm gonna go get the rift thing first, because then I can maybe go around all those different rifts I found on all the different maps and fuck with them. So the 3 places I can go right now are Praetor for the rift thing, Cloister for the Order of the Ascendant, ask them for help, and then the ACS Undisputed Claim for Auntie's Choice. I'm gonna go to Praetor, and then we'll figure out the politics later. And I've also got the Sony State of Play letter, which is interesting, being a Japanese-focused one. It's like Japanese development studios focus.
A short-range transmission just came in from Zeb. Sounded urgent. He's requesting we meet him at the Tomb of the Matriarch, here on Praetor. It's where the Matriarch and First Sovereign are buried, supposedly.
Zeb is the dude to do with Niles' quest, I believe.
Zeb left out the mission parameters. Probably worried his message might be intercepted. Not unfounded, given the Protectorate presence on Praetor. He did say he'd reach out to us again if he needed help. Reckon we should take it as a compliment. Zeb doesn't trust easy. Anyway, I'd really like to go. If there's time. Much obliged. The sooner we can rendezvous at the tomb, the better. Got the sense that whatever's going down, it's happening now.
Oh, let's get it. Let's bring Tristan, because he's new. Two melee companions? That'd be funny. We'll bring Marisol. Actually, no, we should bring Niles, just in case we happen to run into him like quite soon or something. Tristan seems like the hardest companion to actually like bring places, because the Protectorate are like enemies on site, usually.
Observe that formidable structure in the distance. I hope the device we are after remains within.
Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.
Let's do the Automech production facility. It was Zebulon. I forgot his name was fucking Zebulon.
Command.
Lethal measures at the ready, Commander.
Who's actually standing on there? Nice.
You have my thanks. thanks and my hammer. To battle!
Where'd they go? Oh, we can get them later. Wasn't expecting up. To all newly ascended subjects, the Council welcomes you to the world of Praetor, where the magnificence of the universe exists in harmony with the Protectorate science and industry, where you ponder the perfection of the plan, remember the Praetor and the wonders you will experience here. Consider the permanent darkness of this world held in perfect equilibrium with the lighting shoals streaking above your heads. Praetor is a world of balance, which the Protectorate only enhances by its presence, and of course, above all else, Praetor is the final resting place of our beloved matriarch. Addendum. Also, please keep to the designated paths, as the native Gorvid and Varachnid life forms are exceptionally dangerous, and to wander into their territory is to potentially cut your service to the Protectorate short. As if to demonstrate their ignorance of the plan, the bits-obsessed anti-choice forces have chosen to spearhead their invasion with a foreign species known as Raptidons. It is not yet known the effect of this invasive xenofauna will have on the long-term balance of Praetor, but all subjects tasked with ecological management are advised that Raptidons are not part of the plan and thus have no say as to whether a Protectorate subject should be reclassified as food. Combat units are advised to give Raptidons the same priority for erasure as any other anti-choice invasion asset. So is this the first planet they dropped them on? That looks like that place from the Anti's Choice facility. Salamandretta.
Better if I go unseen. Hey, got a distraction for you.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
It's quite funny just how, like, not useful the companions are, other than just being sort of mild distractions. If you don't have any points in leadership. Right, so I know I've got that thing that auto-reloads the magazine, but does it still take the bullets? It does still take the bullets from the main supply. It's not quite as good. Just means you don't have to read. That looks pretty cool. Is this gonna kill me? Alright, good. Traumatized about puddles after the Zyrinium puddles on the last planet.
Excuse me, my injuries are not superficial. You have my thanks and my hammer.
Oh, hang on. Let me BRB 1 minute. shellacked.
Shall not stay your execution. I am primed to punish. On the authority of the
Oh,
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when. I'm the one you need to worry about. You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a...
oh, hang on one sec. He'll be fine.
Your insides are leaking outside, Commander. Come to, but I'm not ready.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
Quest for Lunar, maybe? Maybe, baby. Why'd that pop up? So is that saying that, like, this... trying, like, getting through here is going to be tough? So going around here is the way? Am I gonna die if I touch this? No, but it do hurt. Ow. Eh. Is that probably the best one? Well, no, it's only 400. That one's pretty good. Wait, that'll give me poisoning every time? Ah, shit. Doesn't even do a full heal either.
Stand against us.
Look at a few corpse low. Give the word and I'll take care of him, Commander.
I need to make some bullet. What's this one use again? Long round.
Hey, Commander. Can we talk?
Hmm?
Promise it'll be quick. I wanted to apologize for the way I handled things after Greater Tranquility. I still feel my anger was justified, but I could have been more tactful. I've also given some thought to what you said about not killing DeVries in cold blood. And you're right. We can't lose ourselves like she did. We've got to be better. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. We can get back to the mission now. Only felt right to clear the air. I've learned the hard way what happens when you leave things to fester. Sure.
Perfect. Where am I going right now? I guess I could go up through here and appear here, but I'll check it out. Oh, hello.
Now you see. Now you let me know when you needed a stretch.
I am loath to admit I require medical assistance.
Three hole in the head. You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
And my axe. I know it says this planet is like in perpetual darkness, but classic video game stuff, you know, it's just as bright as like anywhere else. Alright, so there is no way through here. Gotta go around. Oh, you keep popping up. Second shrine? I missed the first one somewhere? Just like that time in Kingdom Come Deliverance when you have to go on the pilgrimage. Find all the shrines. First shrine on the earth. Here you stand, dear subject, on the first steps of your journey. You are far from your destination, but your path is clear and your resolve is unwavering. If the matriarch could open the heavens to humanity with the glorious gift of her skip drive, then surely you can walk her symbolic path without fear. Take the briefest of moments and reflect on the discovery of the skip drive, internalize the surety it took for the matriarch to take her creation and use it to cast herself in the first career into the void, knowing without doubt that the only acceptable outcome of the journey would be the creation of the most perfect of societies, the Protectorate. The whole thing reminds me of, in The Expanse, how there's that one dude that invented the travel that allowed them to go across the solar system. But when he activated it, the G-forces were too strong and he couldn't turn it off again. So his ship is just going through space forever. Him long dead. Dear subject, you are not adrift in the darkness, your path unseeable, your fear understandable, but your feelings are an affront to the glory that is the matriarch's achievement. This is the Shrine of the Void. It represents the smallest reflection of the most incalculable distance between the matriarch's departure from Earth and her arrival at the Arcadian system. The Void was vast and unknowable, with dangers beyond your feeble imaginings. How can you falter here, facing such an inadequate copy, when our beloved matriarch took her crew and the future of humanity through the darkness without hesitation? Do not falter, instead steel your heart with thoughts of what she overcame. Trust in her indomitable willpower and you will surely find your way to the final shrine. Take a brief moment to reflect on an incalculable effort the matriarch put into bringing your forefathers here to bring them to a better life, free of tyranny.
That doesn't sound like anything I'd like to meet up close.
Huh. Okay, there's that shrine, third one. What's new? Well. Ooh. You know, the sniper's fun, but my build ain't really meant to capitalize on.
Custom loot. Just get the system. Commander, watch your fire. Appreciate a little help, Commander. Hello?
They're on my side now. Ow. Fuck, they're all dead. You think that invisibility thing would be good for keeping Niles alive longer so that he could res me, but I think he died just before it. Can we aggro them, get them over here?
Got trouble, mate. Sisters at the ready, Commander. Commander, watch your fire. Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
What? Who got me?
More nice. That's the one you need to worry about. Hey, got a distraction for you.
Electrical dampener failing.
You have mediated lethally.
Ready to waste him. On your command.
What's this do?
Unleash my might upon them.
Probably could have like snuck in. Let them out, fight them. Whole thing. This is a big camp.
Look at him. You caught slow, Commander.
That was pretty hectic. That's pretty cool. I like that. Oh, my eye is itchy. Oh. You get the random eye itch that, like, hits so fast. Oh. Is this a sneaking thing, or... Yeah. Did not think that's what that observation thing was about.
Don't make me bury another agent!
Oh my...
I would need a punch. Prepare for absolution!
Stop shooting me. Oh my... The ranged enemies in this game are nuts. Northeast Grinding Tower panel. A number of disconnected wire scraps bent corners lead you to believe that this part moved here with great force and little working knowledge of the panel. Above the area the missing part used to occupy is a note. Apparently I got a replacement part. Given the terrible handwriting and worse spelling, you suspect this note was written by a scrapper. It warns the reader not to steal any more parts. The Protectorate will be very, very, very much madder. The note also alludes to a scrapper camp. You carefully slot the missing part into the place within the panel. It locks in with a satisfying click, reassuring you they've inserted it properly. Don't really know what that does for me, but sure. You've discovered that 5 lightning rod towers scattered across the region are in need of calibration. Third shrine, the Arcadian system. At last, dear subject, you have arrived in the at the shrine of Arcadia. Your path is nearly complete. Cast your eyes forward into the formless light. Think of what the matriarch and her first crews felt the moment that light. The rays of Arcadia's sun and the rays of Arcadia's sun and overwhelmed their senses. Even as you shield your eyes from the light of the future, think of the first colonists doing the same. All but our matriarch. Her gaze was resolute, the future already solid in her thoughts, and unshakable vision built upon iron-hard resolve. You've come far, but like those first subjects, your work is far from done. Those subjects founded an entire system and gave form to the matriarch's vision, but none of them ever forgot the gift she had given them, the gift of creating her future. Your last few steps to the tomb of our beloved matriarch are a minuscule expenditure of effort by comparison, but make them with the same conviction the first crews possessed. Okay. Owned. Ow.
Hole in the head. Now you see. Now you don't. But get me in. Let me out.
These things are nasty. Oh. Earth Directorate found a flaw in you, reckless leadership. Your leadership techniques leave a bit to be desired, with your companions often finding themselves in harm's way. You are no longer able to revive your companions in combat, but whenever one goes down, your other companion will get a boost. They are fully healed and immediately fill their companion ability meter. It's probably good. I don't really tend to revive them in combat, so I tend to get pushed away from them. Although I could see how it would get me fucked over in ranged fights. I don't think it's going to help me that much. And it could lead to some weird situations, so... Before you lies a large pool of what is most likely human blood. Next to it lies a small, intricate device. You see a set of large inhuman tracks leading up to the bloody area, around which are the signs of a brief struggle. A second set of tracks leading away are noticeably deeper, implying the creature was carrying something, likely the victim of the attack. The device contains a large directional indicator and an obvious power switch. The indicator hangs loosely in the position it was left in. A ring of small black lights flare to life, or backlights flare to life, and the directional indicator swings around, indicating towards whatever it is tracking. Given the compact nature of the device and its power source, you quickly surmise that the item it's targeting can't be too far away. Personal notes, Assistant Researcher Delmont. There is nothing I hate more than helping that monster of a head of research run her experiments. All 5 other assistants torn to pieces, and what does she do? Sends me off to do the same thing. No armed escort, no weapons, no nothing. Just a stupid tracking device and a beacon. I've had my share of troubles, but this is proper crazy. I ain't going nowhere near that nest. Just gonna throw the beacon towards it and run like the void back to base. After that, maybe I'll sign on for a much safer job. The frontline soldiering. Like frontline soldiering. We'll go talk to, Thingy first. He's probably gonna freak the fuck out that Tristan's here.
Reach the vault, it will all be worth it. Trust.
Wouldn't be here if I had any doubts.
Hello.
Your arrival cannot be more timely. After the events of Paradise Island, I could think of no one more suited to conduct a surgical strike of this nature. I'm glad to see you again as well, Niles.
Gotta say you had me worried. The message you sent sounded serious.
Then I composed it accurately. To the task at hand. We are standing before the tomb of the matriarch. Few are
Oh,
invited
Tristan's
to tour
gonna
its
hate
halls,
this.
and even fewer know of its greatest secret. For any subject, visiting the matriarch and First Sovereign's resting place is the pinnacle of empty social achievement. But the tomb's corpses are its least important feature. The intelligence my friends risked all to acquire revealed a vault in its lowest level containing the matriarch's body of work, hidden from the public. Who knows what technologies the Protectorate is withholding? If the matriarch was the genius she's purported to be, the skip drive cannot be the entirety of her inventions. We'll certainly face more resistance inside, but rest assured, I'm prepared for the majority of the complications we might encounter.
Zebulon looks like he should be in Star
Technological
Wars.
advancements may be sequestered here. The goal is almost certainly to keep the populace of Arcadia subservient to the pernicious whims of its governing body. But not for much longer. We are going to liberate any and all of the Matriarch's research, whatever it may be, and distribute it to the people. time for considering risk has passed. We cannot afford to be timid when battling giants. Besides, now I have 2 Earth Directorate agents to assist me. What could go wrong?
Can we say anything to Tristan here?
I can see a half dozen points of failure, but bad odds ain't ever stopped us before.
Glad we're operating under the same understanding. We're unlikely to have another chance like this. We must follow through now that we've made the opening. Which also means, once inside, we cannot leave until it's done.
There's no one else left. Consul made damn sure of that.
The failure at the Vox, an escaped prisoner, cannot be tolerated. The Consul ordered a colony-wide search that netted the rest of our cell. Audra blames herself, even though she shouldn't.
Don't tell me how to feel, Zeb. You mind your guilt, I'll mind mine.
We're off the hook.
What the commander said. We thought we were doing the right thing.
I will not pretend it isn't a blow, but what's done is done. There will be time to grieve once the Protectorate is dead and buried. Slim chance of that. I'll not assign a task to others that I'm unwilling to undertake myself.
Color me surprised.
Must you? We are on the precipice here.
You okay with doing this?
I am prepared for... Speak freely.
He's prepared for anything to come. Alright.
You go ahead inside with Zeb. I'll watch our exit from here.
Alright,
We should
get her
hurry
done.
inside before- Have you finished your procrastinations? Let's not delay then. After you.
He seems pretty antsy. I wouldn't be surprised if he betrays me in here. He's a bit rude. Last time we were doing a mission and someone was rude, her name was DeVries and she betrayed me.
Stay close and keep silent.
That's a big revolver, what the fuck?
The better.
Golden Shroud of the First Sovereign, hand-woven from homespun textiles and energy-absorbent materials. The Golden Shroud projects an aura of opulent indestructibility. It was tailored to fit the First Sovereign's perfect frame and remains redolent of his reassuring musk. Have it? Golden Shroud display key.
By the Matriarch, there weren't supposed to be visitors today. That Sentinel and Dosage are gonna put splinters in our plan if they're not dealt with.
You hang back here. The commander and I'll take care of this.
Gladly. I'll rejoin you once the path is clear.
To have the matriarch taken from us before her time.
Actually, the matriarch passed the impressive and venerable age of 90, establishing Arcadia as precedent for longevity.
90? So young! Imagine what glorious invention!
City advisory do not be disregarded. Warning, this panel is for testing automated security functions and should never be activated while guests are near the caskets. These rules may not apply if an extrajudicial execution becomes necessary during a tour.
She could have conceived of with only a handful more.
That's cool art. Earth.
present to you my new invention, the Skip Drive, a revolutionary technology that will allow humanity to sojourn to the stars.
Singular mind could conceive such advanced technology.
It is my deepest wish to entrust the Skip Drive to those brave visionaries willing to follow me into a most prosperous future.
Oh. What do we got here then? Oh, this is the. Oh. Could have gotten here another way then?
You get turned around? Something more important than a heist into the Matriarch's own vault. Look, you can leave, but you'll leave alone. I'm staying to see this through. And don't think you'll find me at the incognito after. Ain't a threat, just a statement of fact. I won't follow anyone unwilling to put some skin in the game for me.
No.
Whatever you choose is up to you.
Interesting. Central control. That sounds like somewhere we want to go. You stupid?
In my new colony, we will abandon the illness of corporatism. None will suffer for the pleasure of unseen overlords. And all will thrive. Everything in accordance with the grand paradigm.
Skip drive performance exceptional. In all preliminary tests, the skip drive outperformed in all of its metrics, and I have every reason to believe it will continue to execute beyond expectations when we finally set course to Arcadia. No longer will humanity gaze longingly up at the stars. We will master space as we have mastered every unexplored wilderness that has come before. I mean, we haven't mastered the ocean yet. The stars, our destination. It is my firm belief that the seeds of utopia first begun on Earth will flower most prolifically in the soil of our new colony. Future generations will speak glowingly of all that has been accomplished under the light of the fateful star, Arcadia. Our colony, our home. What?
Warning. Power at 13%. Power cell has been partially depleted due to inaction.
In action, yeah!
Beloved matriarch, you are nearer to perfection as anyone living could ever achieve. It will be the honor of the Order to serve the Protectorate's scientific discoveries.
All that I do for my subjects and their descendants. Gloria Arcadia!
Ah. The first bishops, Calcaduceus? Is Calcaduceus was used by the first presiding bishop of the Order of the Ascendant to command the archive. The original was later replaced with a design more symmetrical and pleasing to the paradigm. Pardon our imperfections, the content of these display cases have been removed for restoration. Rest assured that they are appropriately inspiring and demonstrate the matriarch's unquestionable wisdom and foresight. Wow. Gasp in appropriate reverence at this pair of golden spangled banners. On the left is the matriarch's original standard, transported with her retinue, perfectly travel-worn and immaculately marred with the soil of both Earth and Eden. On the right, the pennant of her son, the first sovereign, now easily recognized as the Protectorate's official banner, and thus perfect in every way, despite several stubborn mildew stains. Aren't these just barrels? Live munitions. In the past, jealous actors have attempted to sabotage our paradise. Naturally, they failed, and here we display the confiscated ordnance of their attempted despoilment. Still armed, so you might sense their potential malice. Smoking in this exhibit is prohibited.
You must keep your blood within, Commander.
Didn't expect it to hurt that bad. Owie. Long before the Churlish Order of the Ascendant co-opted these pictographs as their banner, the matriarch commissioned them as symbols of her dedication to deep mathematical thought, unwavering dedication to scientism, and an housewarming gift for her seer friend of hers. The sky was never the limit for she who ushered us to the stars. Just as the matriarch improved our quality of life, troops are appropriately armed. Automechanicals ensure none shall disturb her eternal rest. A life aligned with the paradigm requires a mind unburdened by worrisome thoughts, which is precisely what the matriarch in her wisdom mandated the automechanical should handle every task from homeland defense to commode scrubbing. Commode. Sorry, give me one sec. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bud. Aw. Oops, did not mean to do that.
The Sovereign's good name? The security system's been activated. Run!
Do not rush me. Wait, what is that buzzing noise? No.
Huh. Wasn't expecting that.
Spring in the jaws of that trap on the Sentinel. Now to give that docent similar treatment.
Preserve me. How in the places am I to read this?
Battle! Ready to dispense judgment! For judgment!
Yeah, pretty good. Eden was personally selected by the Matriarch as the ideal location to begin her perfect colony, requiring minimal terraforming to support human life. What's that got to do with the crab? This model of the Sovereign's flagship was crafted at a 1:100 scale and captures only 1/100th of its magnificence. Well, yeah. The Matriarch lived much as we do, consuming simple fare prepared by personal chefs and served on priceless tableware of antique earth ceramics. Her favorite houseplant, nourished by her own wise exhalations, yet thrives today under its impermeable coating of liqueur. Just as we did.
Commander. Oh, I see. You must have noticed a spot of dust on that artifact and taken it for cleaning. Good initiative.
Very good. So they have lines for him in here and me taking things, but not like him being against this whole thing. The Matriarch never rested from her intellectual philanthropic, I believe is philanthropic, recreational and martial pursuits. In her bottomless benevolence, she funded development of the finest offensive and defensive automechanicals, maintained a well-oiled collection of firearms, and even found the time to amass a collection of rare pitchball cards in absolutely perfect, good to very good condition. The Matriarch appointed her many humble seasonal properties and simple furnishings chosen by the teams of decor experts for comfort, aesthetic symmetry, and stain resistance. Her original desk, however, was humbly austere, a simple workplace to ponder magnificent ideas. Yes. Among the Matriarch's many gifts were her powers of observation and capacity for vision. Behold the very telescope through which she first espied the life-giving star we call Arcadia. In spite of the telescope's rudimentary design, such was the Matriarch's mathematical prowess that even from her distant vantage of Earth, she was able to use precise equations to determine our colony as a prospective new home capable of supporting life. I want that. That looks cool. I want it. Lockpick 14's crude. Oh.
Wait there. I'll come to you.
Dude just had that on him? Gain an additional 30% damage resistance, increasing further with your speech skill. However, when you receive damage, you lose half of the damage total in bits. You lose half the damage. What? Oh, it looks so good, though. Oh, but I lose all my bits. You need to be stacking damage resistance like crazy on that thing.
There. We can access the lower level now.
This casket supposedly holds the remains of the matriarch, but you won't know for sure unless you open it. Hopefully there aren't any extra security measures. Open the casket and hope for the best. You slide the top of the casket aside and notice a tripwire tied around the casket's contents, which you carefully remove. Close one.
Safeguarding the matriarch's remains from the council, are we? This is rather unusual, but it is the only sane explanation for what you currently do.
So true. I like them justifying it like that. Remains of the matriarch. Junk items can be broken down for crafting materials or sold.
The security room that we need to reach is nearby. We should be able to disable that energy from there.
That thing always seems like it's jerking off my arm.
Goes. No one is allowed in here without the proper authorization. Ah, I see you have come armed. Intruders, then. I suppose you intend to extract my surrender through means most lurid and foul.
Damn, the head curator. I had hoped to slip in before his shift, but no matter. We cannot allow him to leave and raise the alarm. He must be dispatched, quickly.
How's that now?
Now hold on. I know we had to kill that fella with the Sentinel, but this man's unarmed. He's already surrendered.
I rather think that line has some blurry distinction.
How much of a fuss could this one fella cause, really? Come on, Zeb. No need to cut any bellies over maybes and ifs.
Please, if secrecy's your concern, you may rely upon me to be the utmost spirit of discretion. I have never betrayed a confidence in my life.
Allowing him to leave would be a grave error of mercy, one we can ill afford in this place.
Yes, right. I have a family. Well, no, not as yet, but one day. I swear, on my love of the Sovereign, let me leave and I will breathe not a word of your presence here.
Do not allow these crabbled tears to fool you. This is all a performance. No true subject of the Protectorate would yield so easily. We're wasting time. This man is an instrument of empire, perpetuating the tyrant's lies. And were our positions reversed, he would not hesitate to execute us, or worse, send us to mental refreshment.
I'm kin to the risks, Zeb.
Are you? Can you even fathom the indignity of having your every thought scrutinized and scored and made perfect? My sister was made into a shadow. I endured daily sessions with the lathe of particularity and still find myself policing my own mind for untoward proclivities and inclinations.
The commander's right. This man didn't put you in the lave, Zeb. He's just trapped in the system, same as everyone else.
I never have possessed immunity against your pleading. Fine, you're free to leave. Do not repay this kindness with treachery.
You are merciful and wise. I will depart at once.
Can't Tristan
Let's
just
hope
tell
the
him?
consequences of this decision do not assert themselves while we're still here. You and Niall should turn off the power to the security barrier and make your way to the vault. I'll remain here and guide you as best I can through the labyrinth. No turning back now.
Labyrinth.
Not now.
No going back from here until we've done what we came to.
Don't set foot in that room. The schematics on this console indicate this place is defended by all manner of traps. Yes. It appears there are N-ray tripwires invisible to the naked eye that will electrify the floors if crossed. Move cautiously. And if you have any gadgets that might help, I suggest using them.
Over here, Commander. Reckon I found something that might be useful later.
The hell are you find?
Have a look, Commander. With a little elbow grease and some inadvisable engineering, reckon I can finagle these components into a fine explosive gel. Who knows? Could come in handy. Damn, Commander. You don't have to work me over for a simple idea. Thought you would forget it. Let's just keep...
That's not what I thought that would do. I thought I was just asking him a question.
Over here, Commander. Reckon I found something that might be useful later.
Hold on. After wading through a lengthy preamble and other relevant text, you locate something of interest within the overwritten document, an excerpt of correspondence between notable figures. To the most esteemed Secretary General of the Earth Directorate, felicitations on your recent ascendancy to the head of the Earth Directorate. I can only assume it was merited by your accomplishments and not, as some have crudely whispered into my ear, nepotism. I trust you have been briefed on our agreement and will continue to uphold it with the same diligence as your predecessor. So long as the Earth Directorate respects our sovereignty, I will remain a valued partner of Arcadia and recipient to its unique bounty. May this missive reach you in strong health and thoughtful reserve, her radiance and the caretaker of worlds. Interesting. Oh yeah, I never leveled up. Lockpick 10. Bibliomania. You have an unhealthy obsession with books and are left exhausted when talking with others. You have a permanent bonus to your max health, but talking to anyone will reduce it for a long duration. Huh? Interesting. I mean, no, I don't think so.
Have a look, Commander. With a little elbow grease and some inadvisable engineering, who knows? Could come in handy. Just doing my part. But thanks for the vote of confidence, Commander. Let's keep on. I'll continue tinkering on this in the meantime, see what I can come up with.
In spite of substantial efforts to prolong his life, my father's condition continues to deteriorate.
both physically and mentally. It has been difficult to observe. His latest effort would see him entombed within an automechanical body. I objected, of course, to my father becoming some chimera of machine and man, but was overruled. Now the Order informs me that, far from being a panacea, this attempt has exacted a toll on my father that is likely to finish what time and disease have already begun. I may soon be sovereign. And if that bears out, I will need to hide all of this. Burn all of my father's research into longevity. Seal his automech body away at the factory. What grief I will inherit. What mess.
You've made it through. Good. Now there should be 3 switches in this room. When pulled in the correct order, the door should open. If I'm reading this right, the order is 1, 3, 2. But which switch corresponds to which number? Ah, damn it. Why must the Protectorate abstract everything?
Must be a way to suss out which switch is which. Maybe the computer can help.
Is this the not a dreadnought? I'm assuming if I do it in the wrong order, that thing's gonna come alive. Oh, the wiring indicates the order that they're in, so it's 1, 3, 3. A 1. A 3. A 2.
Well, I'll not lament a stroke of good fortune.
Does that seem a little off to you, Commander?
Yeah, he was kind of a dickhead earlier. Maybe a little underprepared, but I think he's doing his best. You know better than I do. What do you think?
I think he's starting to worry me. That business with the curator. I'm glad Zeb stood down, but it was close. Never seen him so eager for bloodletting before. He's changed. Ain't sure for the better.
When you're fighting monsters, sometimes you have to act monstrous yourself. He suffered a lot of loss. What does Arcadia need? This is why Arcadia needs agents like us, so good folks don't have to resort to evil. He suffered a lot of loss.
At least he has Audra. But losing the rest of his cell couldn't have been easy on him. Oh. Maybe we ought to have listened to Audra and left that transport well enough alone. Well, no use stewing. We've still got a vault to break into and tyrannical government to topple.
We didn't touch the transport ship. We let her out. You little continuity breaking son of a bitch.
That vault door is quite the obstruction. Fortunately, there should be a code. No. Fuck! They changed it recently. That shouldn't have happened until next week. I'm certain I can diagnose the issue. Now that you've cleared the way, I'll come down and join you.
Under restoration. That was one of the things that, yeah, it said it wasn't in there. Because they were restoring it. Fucking Giga
I
Chad.
might have something else that can get you into that vault, Commander.
I'll blow it up. Give me 1 sec.
Remember those components I found? I was able to turn them into something halfway useful after all. This gel should get us through that vault door. Turns out you were right about trusting my instincts. You take the honors, Commander. I'll be right behind you.
What? I was hoping for a more subtle incursion, but no matter.
Am I right?
Fanlos just subscribed. Sorry, forgot you were streaming.
What? Sorry that you messaged? Bro, I'm just gaming.
Or was that a hint of worry?
To me, I've gotten into the mindset of streaming where I'm just gaming, but also happening to be streaming.
This terminal should allow me to retrieve all the
Instead of I'm streaming, let's see what game to stream. I got myself into a mindset where I was always trying to like fill the dead air whenever I was gaming and stuff, and it would like kill my desire to play certain games. So I just had to drop it. So I am playing the game as I would. But I just also happen to be streaming it now.
10 years in Arcadia and the Matrix.
Having the YouTube channel helps in my head with that though. Certainly. Because I can save all the thoughts for those. Or like the more constructive stuff for them.
We need to talk now.
But if something comes up I want to talk about, obviously I'll still do it, but... Wait, how many bits was that? A lot of bits. Put my spiky arm in the spiky arm hole. Or in the spiky hole.
In times of darkness, we must hold our principles dear. I fear the longer this war continues, the further we stray from them. Every step we take must honor the matriarch. I tell Henry this, but he is set in his ways. His notions regarding these rifts are sorely misguided. Why close them when we can use them to Arcadia's benefit?
Yeah, use them.
The Order thinks.
Destroy everything, yeah.
The Architect bestowed us with the power of skip drives so that we may secure a perfect future. We must act with haste. I only ever wished for Henry to embrace his role as the caretaker of Arcadia, the savior of us all. But if he has chosen a different path, I will do as I must. And I must not fail.
Yeah, finally, this is what the Louvre heist looked like. My favorite part about doing this is that we're robbing a museum belonging to the Protectorate. And this guy here is like the Protectorate's like fucking #1 guy. Like he fucking, you know, he is deep brainwashed, like I love the Protectorate. So it's quite funny that it's letting me even bring him on this quest.
Those fools! Protectorate subjects should know better than to attack a Protectorate arbiter. I had no choice but to judge them as traitors to the Protectorate. Why would they simply open fire? Why wouldn't they attempt to conversate?
It's quite funny though, because they are adding in a few. They know that they've made an interesting quest and they've given you a companion that completely like contradicts it. Like they shouldn't be here. They are not addressing it directly, but they are giving him some voice lines that are like, okay, you can see how he would kind of be like maybe okay with it by jumping through so many like mental gymnastic hoops. So I like stole something from an exhibit and he was like, oh, you noticed some dust on there and you were taking it out for cleaning. Very, very good. I literally stole the body of the remains of their like matriarch, who is like the holiest person that could possibly exist in their society. And he's like, oh, you're protecting the remains from the consul, who's like, you know, someone who high up in the political system who's doing very badly right now. They're like, we wouldn't want them to like, you know, maybe come in here and like start fucking with it. So you're protecting it. Okay. Oh. And now we've just killed a Protectorate citizen getting in here, and he's like, but I was here, so they shouldn't shoot. So they shot at you, but I was here, so they're the traitor, actually. I think I was the problem, and it will continue.
Then they should have reported me to their superiors rather than attempting to exact justice themselves. I shall continue to answer slights of this nature through violence, but hopefully I shall not need to do this more than a few times.
His lines are good, to be fair. The Matriarch's regrets, not for public display. The following is an excerpt from the personal journal of the Matriarch. What would I... Would that I had never been forced to rely on an heir to secure my legacy. With each passing day, Reuben strengthens my conviction at what a mistake it was to give him life, and more than that, power. Since becoming sovereign, he has tightened his fist around the colony, throttling my dreams for it. He is rewriting history, bending facts to his own purposes. My warnings and rebukes land on him as flies, and they are just as easily dismissed. I am too old now, too powerless, and more full of dread for Arcadia's future than ever before. My poor beloved protectorate, I fear it is on the threshold of becoming nearly unrecognizable even to its own mother. Classic. Order Apocrypha? This appears to be a selection from the first bishop's writings deemed too incendiary by the protectorate and purged from all public records. Written near the end of his life, the first bishop laments the direction Arcadia has taken, especially since the Matriarch's death, and his role in establishing the order as a bulwark against dissent. The last few lines read, "The numbers supported our arguments, but what if our original thesis was wrong?"
I knew the Protectorate festered with lies, but I had no idea the Earth Directorate was complicit. Niles, did you know?
Slow up, Zeb. What are you talking about?
It says your agency struck an agreement with the Matriarch over a century ago. In exchange for skip drives, Arcadia was allowed to completely govern itself with absolutely no outside interference, including from the Earth Directorate.
That would explain the message I found between the Matriarch and the Earth Directorate. That explains all the secrecy around sending us to Horizon Point. If that's true, the Earth Directorate must have had its reasons. Who cares about some old agreements? Aren't we here to steal tech? First, they leave me to die. Now this. I knew the Earth Directorate couldn't be trusted. That would explain the message I found.
What message? Why didn't you say anything about it sooner?
I didn't know I could.
If this true, then the Earth Directorate permitted the Matriarch to create a colony filled with her vassals, enslaved to her will. Everything Arcadia is, all of the suffering that's taken place here, it all could have been avoided. Things could have been different.
Well, it sounds like the Matriarch, in classic fashion, thought, I'll do it differently this time, actually, though. And then when she died, you know, it kind of all fell apart because she's the only one with that exact vision.
There's more. The skip drive schematics are here. How the explosive safeguards against tampering work. Its evolution over time. But no original concepts, no sketches. Nothing. Our dear Matriarch is a fraud. A cheat. She did not invent the skip drive. There are messages here between her and the First Sovereign that all but confirm it.
Rather a convenient revelation for an enemy of all the Protectorate stands for. Pardon me if I choose to remove myself from this mad conversation.
That's fine.
I thought I might find some technological innovation that could be handed to the Protectorate's enemies.
He's literally just putting his fingers in his ears and just going, I don't hear this.
Almost better.
I thought I might find some technological innovation that could be handled to the Protectorate's enemies, but this is almost better. I hope you're not thinking of releasing the skip drive blueprints to the public. Why would we not? Why is that a brilliant trait thing? If people knew about this, I'm not sure the Protectorate would survive it. I don't follow. Care to elaborate?
By releasing this information, we can thoroughly crush the image the Protectorate has been built upon. The Sovereign will be revealed as the unclothed Emperor he is, and demolish Arcadia's myth of superiority. If we administer truth to the people, their strength will return. Erstwhile, giving the skip drive designs to the Protectorate's enemies will even the fight. Their technological prowess will be made into nothing. Everything will come apart.
Is this like the equivalent of like showing everyone in North Korea that Kim Jong-un didn't actually, you know, climb Mount Everest and he didn't actually do an 18-hole course of golf with all hole-in-ones? But like the militarized version? I like this plan, but I feel like I might have some downsides. It's a terrible idea. The skip drives are what's causing the rifts. Oh yeah. That's right. It will only benefit Andy's choice. You know, they'll try and corner the market. Yeah, if the skip drives are the ones causing all these rifts, then opening that into the public domain might be a bad idea. Considering the rifts do tend to destroy solar systems. I kind of want to say I like this plan in the sense that, yes, releasing that would, you know, free the people of this, like, you know, brainwashing, essentially. But I'm hoping if I say this, it's not going to lock me into being like, yep, do it.
Downsides like how the skip drives are causing rifts? Yeah, I say that's worth a fret. Not to mention how this agreement with the Protectorate will completely destroy the Earth Directorate's reputation.
I was not aware of such a connection between rifts and the skip drives. But I have confidence the Order will figure out a solution. Science is their theater, after all. As for the Earth Directorate, don't you see? This frees them from any obligation to the Protectorate. They'll be able to manufacture skip drives themselves. The deal will be voided.
It's worth holding the Earth Directorate's feet to the fire for this deal, but I don't think the entire organization should be judged by its worst decision. It's done a lot of good, too. Plus, making the skip drive tech available, that's like throwing a lit match into a fuel converter. Can't think of a worse idea right now.
Do you think the Protectorate stand around debating the potential for injury? No. They act, and so must we. Damn the consequences.
Oops. Speech 14. Fuck. This is a good idea, but I don't think it's working out. We should cut our losses. Whatever. Release it all. I don't care. If you think this will hurt the Protectorate, then I'm on board. It's probably a very bad idea. This is kind of like... This would be like somewhat similar, I think, to if someone went like, here's how you make a nuke, and just put it on the internet. By the way. No, they're not meant as, you know, rift opening doomsday devices, but they cause the rifts, so... I was kind of hoping an option would be like, we hold on to the designs, and then we can figure out how they are making the rifts and then stop them from making the rifts, and then we make it an open design? That would make more sense to me.
And should I refuse to leave empty-handed? What then?
I'll be forced to stop you. There's nothing I can do to stop you, I guess.
Short of shooting me? No.
Let's talk some sense into him.
I know you're aiming to do the most good for the most amount of people, Zeb, but sowing chaos ain't the way.
Do you know how many of my friends died so we could reach this point? Audra almost perished under Sentinel's instruments as well. And you would have me what? Give up now on the cusp of victory? Lay bare my throat for the Protectorate machine to cut?
Let Niles handle this.
You remember what we argued about the day before I left?
I've replayed it in my mind many times.
A lot's changed, but that hasn't. Life in Arcadia could be just like we dreamed it. But there's no future if you go through with this. Not for anyone.
Out of respect for my friend, I will forestall the release of this information and seek another avenue to help liberate the people of Arcadia.
Glad you were able to see reason. I was worried for a minute there.
I'll remain here for a while longer to cover our tracks. The Protectorate will discover the break-in, but hopefully never learn more specifics of what we did and found.
Guess this is goodbye.
Only for now. If we both come out of this war intact, I'll find you. If you wish to be found, of course.
I want to talk it over with the commander, but... yeah, maybe we can work something out.
Niles Advanced Mod Kit. I can only do those at the thing though, can't we? Oh yeah, I forgot to do your stuff. Oh, what's that? Shock rifle. Interesting. All good. Hello.
There they are. These are the ruffians who threatened me. See that they join their friends in the
Oh. All good. Oh my god. All good.
Regular duck pie. Give the order and I'll take care of them, Commander. The idea is to kill them before you die.
I shall not pay your execution.
Damn it. Zeb was right. Never should have let that curator go. We could have prevented this.
Well, this is like an easy outcome compared to what I thought might happen.
Finishing my firearm.
Ready to waste them on your command.
You have my thanks and my
Your insides are leaking outside, Commander. Now you see, let me...
What? They flicked at me. Do you see that? Brutal.
I'm the one you need to worry about. Hey, got a distraction for you. Let's flash him before my eyes, Commander. Revive me.
Jesus Christ, they hurt.
You can't fight.
You have my thanks
Wait, she's...
and my hammer.
I just realized who that is. I thought that was the person that died, like, at the beginning. Oh shit, actual consequence. Never mind. Zeb is not gonna be happy about that one. Oh yeah, the enemy's just this room.
Don't even know where to start with everything that happened in there. At least we were able to talk Zeb out of his plan to release everything we uncovered. I'm all for sowing chaos in the Protectorate. But that kind of information is liable to do more harm than good in the wrong hands. I understand his desperation. What I don't understand is the Earth Directorate's part in Arcadia's existence. Ever agreeing to such a cruel bargain in the first place? I expect backroom dealing from unregulated corporations, not from the only agency keeping them in check. The Earth Directorate should be better than that.
Disappointed. I'm shaking my head to let him know that I'm disappointed.
Permission to speak candid, Commander. Strange as it sounds, this whole experience with Zeb has helped me finally understand the position Augustine was in. Back at Horizon Point, ain't easy having to decide between your allies and protecting untold innocence. It's the damnedest thing. In spite of everything, I find myself relieved we spared her. Augustine still owes a debt to us, and the rest of the galaxy. Maybe she pays it all someday, and maybe she doesn't. Either way, you were right to give her the chance. If you taught me anything, it's that kindness ain't ever the wrong choice. Reckon time will decide the heroes from villains in this tale, but it's gonna be hard to forgive the Earth Directorate for arranging the stage like this in the first place. I'm not saying that. Well, I don't know. Maybe I ought to call it quits. Sometimes it feels like I don't know what I should be doing. I'm just cutting wires and hoping for the best.
Damn, speech 11, wanna. Bad news, bud. That's called living.
Been accused of that a time or two. Foolish as it might be, I'm still convinced the galaxy is better with the Earth Directorate in it. Flawed as it is. Maybe I can make it better. Won't know until I try. All said, I appreciate you giving me the space to work through this. Sort of feels like the future's opening back up after a long time closed.
No.
Likewise, Commander.
That was kind of a fucked up little quest. You got anything you want to say about it?
Have you viewed any serials of note lately? Speak freely.
Oh wait, can I? Oh, this didn't accept it. I always forget to hit that. Can I do the companion upgrades?
Just stopping by.
From you? I can. All shots now ricochet off target, dealing damage to a second nearby enemy. His overall weapon damage. His weapon also has increased damage, occasionally knockdown targets. I like the ricochet. Al's reflex amplifier now reflects a portion of attacks back at the attacker. Also slightly increases the effectiveness of his armor. No. Ooh. Little suit upgrade? I like that. I can't decide if I like that or hate that helmet. I think it's the fact that it's not symmetrical. So it's like someone designed it and went, here's a helmet for protection, but also like a little bit of fashion. And that takes away from the militarized or the combat effectiveness appeal. This thing chunks on me. Enemies do so much damage. I'm actually going through my heals right now.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
You have my thanks and my hammer. Taking punitive action. Unleash my might upon them. Your fight was grim, Commander.
Can't heal, can't heal. What? Got sniped.
Commander, watch the vitals. I couldn't hit the broadside of a prayer. I'm at it.
Oh shit.
Hands from down here.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
Cloak driver. Sneak attack, become camouflage for 8 seconds. That's pretty strong for a stealth build. Holy fuck. Game is once again making me wish I had done a stealth build. Egg.
I am loath to admit I require medical assistance. Don't mind me. Guns cocked and loaded. Let's get the signal. Surely you didn't mean to assault the carpenter.
Oh, that's that area I saw earlier. Okay. I must have missed that. Whatever's in there. I thought I was going to look back around, maybe. We found the remains of an Auntie's Choice researcher. It looks like his death at the hands of the Gorvids was quite unpleasant. You found a small metal capsule, which seems to be the target of the tracking device you acquired earlier, as well as some scrumpled, and I said scrumpled, notes detailing the task this poor doomed fool was sent out by his rather uncaring superior. Taking a Gorvid egg, done that. Research camp. Ow, holy fuck, that hurt. Go to the Auntie's Choice research camp, I think. Oh, hello.
Have my thanks and my hammer.
I'll walk up to that first and see what the crack is with it. The size and scarring of the Raptidon suggest an advanced age and a lifetime of combat. It also appears to have taken this last Protector Trooper with it. Your keen eyesight allows you to easily spot a revolver gripped by the hand lodged in its throat. But I can't get it. I'm thinking next time I level up, I might start going into engineering and medical. Just like one into each.
That's one hell of a wall. Going over or under's out of the question. But what about around?
Thankfully, we've options. I recall a secret passage in the tomb of the matriarch that will see us around the blockade.
Oh, the one I was gonna go through, and then Niles was like, "Don't you dare! I'll leave forever."
That sound! Mortar fire! We must take cover immediately.
Huh? Okay, so they're not fucking around. It's not even like I go up and talk and maybe see. It's get mortared, idiot. The boomers would love them. No battlefield decorum.
This facility prevents Praetor's lightning from laying waste to all around it. At least the Order should be powerful repair.
It's good to have him around. He's very knowledgeable.
Oh there. Approach the gate and identify yourself if you're looking for access.
Hello.
Well, of all the improbable sights I'd never imagined to actually see, folks simply wandering around the Badlands of Praetor would be near the top of that list. I've not the mind to solve the equation that demonstrates how unlikely it is you've survived enemy combatants, hostile critters, and endless lightning in near equal measure.
I wouldn't worry about the odds. We tend to defy them at every turn. Landing pad is literally right there. Getting here was really, really easy. I feel bad. I would skew the equation. Yeah, the landing pad is right there. Getting here was really, really easy.
Is that so? Amusingly enough, I'm inclined to believe you, which means you might be just the help Exemplar Simon's been waiting for.
Always happy to help the Order. Where do I find the Exemplar? Hi, how deliberately vague.
The grounding station was built to help manage and offset the lightning that illuminates the sky and scorches the ground without pause or penance. They also used the station for a number of experiments that they ultimately lacked the capacity to complete. But, suffice it to say, we far exceeded those limitations. Nevertheless, the Exemplar is in need of help to complete his research, and our small squad lacks the manpower to provide it. But you might be the universal variable we've been waiting for.
Sure.
He is in the lab atop the hydraulicalized lift. Ironically, the lift was struck by lightning while the station was being reset and is stuck in its raised position.
It's 2 for
There is
2
a
on
trail
those now.
that leads to the top. Just mind the jump onto the platform, and don't touch anything glowing, sparking, or obviously shedding lightning on your way there. And given the situation we find ourselves in, I'll be leaving the gate charged unless you're ready to pass through it. Just approach, and I'll power it down for you.
Nice.
You have a very non-scholarly look about you.
Thank you.
Should you ever need to exit
Requisitionist Fitzgibbons.
Greetings, unaffiliated individual.
I like that
Could you
eye
be
shadow.
A freelancer, a gun for hire. Might you be interested in a job involving the removal of dangerous creatures?
I like jobs.
Very well. There's a cave directly southeast of our position, positively infested with raptidons. If you exterminate the lot of them, I'll upgrade your basic entry permissions to allow for purchase of our surplus of supplies. Oh, this is so exciting.
I wonder if I've already been
The
there.
rate of my blood flow increasing.
Oh no, it's over there.
Mind your truth table P's and Q's now.
Find your P's and Q's now. Not a lot done there, no sir. I'm surprised that hasn't been a gadget yet. I don't know if it will be. Is the disguise one from the first game that lets you pretend to be someone from that area for a short while. Invert targeting parameters. What, and just kill everyone here? Just buy ammo every now and again. I have to see what this does, but I want to save. Okay, I don't want to have done that. So it just turned them off?
I have too much on my mind for idle numerical chit-chat.
I understand the strategic value of holding this station, but the odds of a handful of us repelling a full-scale attack is highly intense. It is fortunate our enemies fear the Titan Tower's control of the sky and to murder us in our sleep.
Grounding station supply cache field report. I have taken up position as guard for this grounding station supply cache. The allocated supplies have been oriented according to protocols. This posting can now be considered manned and enabled. Any anti-choice units attempting this approach vector will be unpleasantly reminded it is the order that sees all eventualities. Addendum. It is weeks now and the solitude has become disquieting. Has my existence become meaningless? At first I thought the constant crashing of thunder and the roaring of nearby raptidons would drive me mad, but now I am beginning to find wisdom in the sonic perturbations. Perhaps tomorrow I will descend towards the raptidons and ask their counsel on my place in the equation. Sounds reasonable. Can I get back up if I jump down this way? No. Alright, do this first.
So, you're the mysterious individual that's caused such a stir across Arcadia? Well, it is my sincerest of pleasures to meet you. I am Exemplar Simon, head of research at this station. Please consider me your personal conduit to this meager, yet profound portion of the universal equation. How may I be of service? So you're the reason I've been alerted to recalibrations. I'd wondered why some of these systems suddenly came back online. Originally, the Protectorate designed this facility to control those grounding towers, which are the only thing keeping Praetor's ceaseless lightning from turning us all into ash. And to be sure, that is the only reason Anti or the Protectorate haven't taken this place by force. They are rightly terrified of what happens if this station goes offline. However, neglect during this conflict led to Axons shorting at 5 of the towers, causing gross misalignment. If they aren't realigned, the failures will catastrophically cascade. Wonderful. In order to recalibrate a tower, you must find the malfunctioning panel inside their control room and reset it. And to speed you along, I can offer a unique incentive. Prior to being driven from this facility, the Protectorate was exploring lightning-powered explosives. The concept was clearly beyond them, but I have already solved their errors. So with each tower you align, I can produce a batch of the explosives they theorized, and I would happily share them with you. Indeed. When aligned, each tower fills a capacitor I've modified, which provides me with enough electrical accumulation to fabricate a handful of these explosives. Unfortunately, the capacitors are only able to hold the charge for mere moments before failing catastrophically. Thus, I'm limited in production by the 5 capacitors that remain. So, for each tower you align, I am able to fabricate a handful of these electron explosives, the sum of which I shall share with you.
Oh no.
That is fantastic news. I'll begin fabrication as soon as you've aligned each tower. And so, I shall have the explosives ready for you upon your return.
We should have one then already.
Intrepid Pathfinder returns. Do you have the recalibration news? Sadly, there's little more I can share. They are obvious to see around this region of Praetor, but I've no good clue as to what may impede your progress at each location. We are simply too short on manpower to explore the towers ourselves, else we would have fixed them ages ago. Nevertheless, it may please you to know that my work correcting the Protectorate's research continues to improve, so it is possible I may have more good news upon your completion.
You have a very... I am at my wit's end with the damn Protectorate safe. If you can open it, whatever's inside is yours. I wash my hands.
One more lockpick, goddamn. Don't think this game has any way to up your stats like that. And interesting that this game distinguishes between, like, tasks, like, things you've overheard, side quests, companion quests, like, tasks and side quests being two distinctions are very interesting.
Let me know when you need a
What?
distraction. At your word, I shall charge.
Ow. Oh, bite me. Oh, I got peppered.
Got a distraction for you. Over here. Free hole in the head.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
I like that the caves that the enemies come from here are like actual caves and not just little spawn holes, you know. Nice.
Measures at the ready, Commander.
Where is this cheeky little area? So where's this? Oh, yeah, the research camp. Oh, they're right next to this place.
your execution.
They're jumping me! Jesus Christ!
How are you still up? Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander. Combat, I'm the one you need to worry about.
They're jumping me!
Not getting up without help, Commander.
And my hammer.
Oh, this is one of the lightning towers. Okay.
That's one tower recalibrated. Exemplar Simon will be pleased.
Uh-oh. Jesus, the fall damage. Interesting. Sneak in this way if I was... Oh! This is if you're not allowed access and you wanted to sneak in. I guess if you were like... It doesn't seem to me the sort of game where you really pick sides yet. Like, it seems like being neutral with everyone just lets you get the most quests and the most content, so... And it also just makes sense to do that from, like, the Earth Directorate context.
You've returned. Are the Raptidons vanquished? Have you completed the job?
Raptidons all dead.
Incredible. Then, as the prime requisitionist currently at this station, I confer to you upgraded permissions that allow for surplus supply purchases.
Show me your wares. Level up. Ooh, I put 1 point to lockpick and I can get that one safe up there. Yes. And still no real, like... I'm guessing this game is expecting me to actually diversify my skill pool more. Because I haven't unlocked a new perk in a while. I've just been specializing in the ones I'm already in. weapon range might not be terrible. Yeah, go for it. Can I fast travel up here? I can. Lovely. Lovely. Volted rocket pistol. Oh, I through the keyhole also lets me see what's in things before I lockpick. This thing is a Warhammer weapon. Huh.
Try not to deviate from the norm.
Oh, I'll deviate. I'm deviating right the fuck not. That looks so fucking cool. Oh, level 20, they get extra stuff. Gain the ability to craft self-repairing armor modules at workbenches. When slotted into your armor, gain a bonus to your armor's defenses, which break after taking moderate damage. After a short period of time, not taking any damage, armor repairs itself. And it's a single copy of the mod. Interesting. Gain the ability to craft a ghost array utility, which is what the helmet you can gain camouflaged. The armor one's gonna be better for me. It's interesting with Niles, it seems like you can kind of shape him to be like an evil companion if you needed it to be, you know. I would say Inez is probably like the only one so far that you'd be like, you could not get her to do evil stuff. Alright, explore that, head up that way. But I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go get food. And I'm gonna put up the clips and you're gonna watch them. And then I'll be back, and then we'll continue, and then play this for another little bit. Or maybe depending on how long it takes me to get food, I don't know, because State of Play at 10 o'clock. No, I'll be back before 10. Play a bit more of this, and then watch some State of Play. See what they got going on. So, Japanese-focused Sony State of Play, which I don't think they've ever done before. Focusing on, like, Japanese developers. So, who knows? Who knows what we'll see? Who knows? Alright, I'm gonna get food. BRB. I'm back. Alright. Play for another, I don't know, like 20 minutes? And then State of Play. Where's I going? Let me go this way. Oh, Raptidon pet. Juvenile appears weak and malnourished. Offer food. Sniffs briefly at something you offer it, but shows no interest in eating any of your food. Meaty roll-ups is what I need.
Well, it's not biting the hand that feeds, but it clearly wants something else. Inez might be better.
I'll have to remember to come back here when I find some meaty roll-ups. You know what? Now that we've done Niles' thing, let's swap them out.
Zeb always wanted to bring change to Arcadia, like you and I are doing now, Commander. Feels good to see some of those dreams realized.
Injuries detected. How may this unit
I always forget where the autodoc thing is. Ah. For some reason I thought it wasn't in here.
I wouldn't give for a... Got something that needs doing, Commander?
Alright, let's see if Inez can do anything with this Raptidon. Just because Niall sort of suggested it. Maybe she has just something on her. Ah, maybe roll-ups. Well, there we go. Never mind. Pet.
Seems the little rapt has imprinted on you, Commander. Don't worry. I'll be a good stepmother if you forget to feed him.
Pet
I
unlocked.
wouldn't give her... Got something that needs doing, Commander?
I am prepared to speak freely.
What's up there? Yes. Yeah, this one too fucked up. Too fucked.
You're about to enter territory controlled by Auntie's choice. Act accordingly, or you'll end up as close friends with the inside of a Raptidon.
Roger that.
Just want to say good luck. We're all counting on you.
Are we?
If you have business with Commander Purcell, I suggest you get to it. He doesn't like to be kept waiting.
You there. You came from outside the camp, didn't you? Do you have a minute to take a job? For science, of course. Interested in work? Or was the allure of helping to advance science and being paid for it too much to resist? I'll get right to it then. I need someone to bring me a Gorvid egg.
Can I ask what you need an egg for first?
I'm a head biological researcher doing some fascinating and mighty important work with Gorvids. I sent my assistant off to the north with a tracking device, hoping he'd lay hands on a Gorvid egg. I desperately need that egg for my research. Could you bring me one? Oh, and bring back my assistant, too, if you find him with all his pieces still stuck together. He ain't much good for assisting in research if he's all torn up. Sound reasonable? Which of my assorted critters would you like to know about? Gorvids are absolutely fascinating. A sort of simian-avian hybrid, extremely deadly. Absolutely incredible physiology. I can't wait to have an egg. The thought of being the first person to catalog the process makes me positively giddy with excitement. The profits from my next few papers are going to be incredible. We tried them, and they were devastating for all of 12 hours. Then we found out the hard way that they're attracted to lightning, which I claim credit for discovering. Once all the queens got zapped, that was about it. There's no more real hives now, just a few wasps left in the mountains. We've got quite a pile of them here on Praetor. Excellent hunters, trackers, and shock troops. Extremely loyal, now that we have them on an all-meaty roll-ups diet.
Meaty roll-ups.
Something else, then?
Here.
Incredible! And to think I sent all those assistants to die for nothing. I should have just sent a heavily armed stranger first. Here's your reward. You've certainly earned it. Now, back to my lab. I'm going to get so many papers published. Every biological researcher will know my name. There's going to be statues of me.
Statues. The Borscht Blaster lobs volatile tumors that stick to surfaces and cause corrosive explosions. Attached tumors may be picked up as ammo or eaten on the spot for immediate health. Warning, eating volatile tumors grants significant toxicity. Interesting. Ew. Gosh dang it.
Thanks again for bringing me that egg. It really is quite fascinating. Can't wait to get this guy into my lab's incubator. I'm gonna be famous. Oh, have any more questions about which of my assorted...
Is she a lot quieter for some reason?
Wrangling raptidons may seem a mite dangerous, but it's a far safer endeavor than being one of Tedford's research suspects.
Sizable little camp they got here. Couple liaison. Liaison.
Yes, and I spent some time as a Raptidon
Ah,
training
I thought that was the person's name.
final sevens pain this morning. One of the Raptidons I trained eat me. Boy, stop! I don't want to listen to you jaw about this. Maybe it'd be Ripper or Little Chompy. Stop!
Not a lot of unfamiliar visages this side of Praetor. Our surplus is available for purchase if you're in need of something. More than happy to...
Huh? A pet for your ship. Ooh, compact assault rifle. That's new. I want it. This thing's neat. Reminds me of Groza, it's called. Not sure if that's the official name or just the name from whatever game I'm remembering it from. I think Battlefield 4?
Back for more? If you're reckoning being...
He's probably gonna give me the job to go and, like, kill them.
What have we here? You're definitely not a member of my battalion. You best be here on business. My time is
A
valuable.
fucking voice.
Oh, I didn't realize there were any enhanced soldier candidates left, and certainly none deployed to Praetor. I think it wouldn't be worth the cost of transportation.
You didn't miss anything. I ain't deployed. Could say I'm more of a freelancer these days.
I had high hopes for the enhanced soldier program. A good idea with disappointing results. Still, you seem more functional than most of the others I've seen. And there's certainly work for freelancers on this desolate rock. Now then, I assume you have a reason for being here.
We're just not gonna talk about Tristan.
We were working on getting around it by tunneling through a mountain. Unfortunately, work is ground to a halt, extending my deployment on this void-forsaken dirtball. Agreed. But they have no defenses on that side. Why would you defend the side of an unclimbable mountain range? We could catch them off guard and put an early end to this campaign. Our equipment detected some kind of anomaly, mostly vibrations. Until we know what it is, I ordered to stop. Causing a cave-in gains us nothing. Of course not, No, I'm not gonna dig into this right now.
Strange tunnel readings. That would probably lead through here then. I got 3 ways in. Good to see the choices aren't narrowing down as the game gets on. That could be a thing that happens in these games sometimes. Wanted Mad Queen. Damage to property, repeated destruction of company property or personnel. Destruction of company personnel. As part of a new initiative, several of Anti's choice biologists attempted to train an especially large and violent female Raptidon. All were summarily killed by the Raptidon now labeled the Mad Queen, which subsequently escaped into the wilds of Praetor. Our scouts recently spotted her near the chemical factory, which is believed she has begun to nest. If allowed to breed, we fear her brood shall become a danger to our continued operations in the region. A bit roll. Oh, right there.
Someone's bucking for a promotion.
Yeah. Who's getting a promotion? I am. Commander Purcell's log, General Staff. I have reviewed your weekly briefings and reduced them to the following: blockade issues. I've been informed that we are to wait for the damned journal unit before proceeding. At every opportunity, ensure that they know any success was all part of my master strategy. Project Soft-Boiled. Get the Gorvid researcher the additional personnel they requested, but make it clear I want results. Bug retrieval. Find those idiotic manta-wasps before they get themselves fried. Tunnel cancellation. Create a journalist alert. Point out bits saved by cancellation. Add lives saved at the end in case they want it to feel good to civilians. Remember, when I get promoted off this unlivable death sphere, I will take the best of my staff with me. I want to go this way. Crazy that there's only been like one time in like the entire game so far. The Order place Like Golden Ridge. I wouldn't really consider it a town. It was kind of like a refugee camp and stuff, but crazy there's only been like one. Although this might just change that. It's what kind of got my thought in my head. Because this looks like it might be like a little townish kind of area, maybe? Town Production Revitalization Center.
Huh. Saw something like this just before Auntie's Choice took over Tau Ceti. Didn't end well for the bosses, I'll tell you that.
Strike, strike, strike.
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the Overseer up in her office, and we're definitely making her
If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulates!
Yeah.
Welcome, fellow disgruntled worker. Can't say I recognize you. You come from a different plant to support our cause? We're causing trouble. We just found out that we're basically slave labor. And now we're learning to stand up for ourselves. Dunbar, one of our level 3 packers, explained it to us. He's got a new coiffeured friend who's helped us understand the workers' plight of, our politeness or something.
Why is this all leave conversation?
No. We need someone who's been given some authority by Auntie to come make sense of this mess. Until then, I think we're stuck just pelting Grig's office window with our refuse.
Oh, I wonder if that's what this is. After the conclusion of the peace talks, anti-social representatives sent you an invitation to their corporate flagship. I wonder if that's what that is. And they want me to come and settle this strike.
We shouldn't pay for Adrena time!
Right, what time is it? 9:54, and as well save it up here then. I'm just going to be exploring this place, so quit.